Do you know that the director of this movie, Toby Hooper, was actually trying to get a PG certificate? That just blows my mind after watching this. Hey guys, so how's it all going? So, I have just watched the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre for the first time in, man, it must be 25 years, I think now, maybe 24, 25 years. So, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre was banned in the UK. You couldn't get hold of it for love or money. And it got re-released in cinemas, I think it was around 1998. I could be wrong, but it was either 98 or 99. And it got released in cinemas. And I was always curious about that movie, because I've always been a huge horror fan, you know. So, me and my mate Steve, we went to watch it in Liverpool. I think we went to watch like a midnight showing or something, or it was close to midnight, I remember. And it was a packed house as well, which surprised me at the time. It was quite full. And I do remember not liking the movie at all. I really didn't. I found it really, like, disturbing, to be honest with you. I remember saying to my mate Steve afterwards, saying, I can see why this has been banned for a long time in the UK. You know what I mean? It just had just a nasty, horrible feel to it, and it didn't resonate with me at the time. I was only like 18, probably 19 at the time. I was really young. And I always remember the last 15 or 20 minutes of this movie, I just wanted it to end. Like, I just had enough. Like, I couldn't take watching it anymore. Like, it really messed with me in a weird way. And I think that's one of the reasons why I literally haven't watched it. I haven't watched it till now, you know. And I've never really watched any of the other movies. I watched the remake, but I never watched like any of the sequels from the original. Like, after it, it didn't do anything for me at all. So, after rewatching this, I still feel the same way. But, and this is the most important thing, I respect this movie a lot. This is not a fun movie at all. To me, this is not a good time. This is not something I would just throw on if I just fancy watching a horror movie one day. I probably won't watch this again. But it is a horror masterpiece. It really is. It does not apologise for its tone. It's relentless. It is disturbing. It is dark. It is grimy. It is dirty. It's horrific. It really is. And I feel all the same things I felt when I was younger watching it. The only difference is I don't hate the movie. I respect it. I really do. And I will say this. Like, I thought it was gorier than what it actually is. And it's not. There's hardly any blood in this movie at all. It's just the feel of it. It's horrible. It's just horrible. It gets under your skin. And that's the film's job. You know, it does what it says on the tin. It works. It truly works. But I can... Pardon me. Let me just wet my palate. But I can completely understand if, you know, casual horror fans don't actually like this movie. I get it. But I feel so sorry for Sally in this movie. When I was watching this again, I was like, Jesus Christ, that girl gets mentally and emotionally tortured in this movie. And spoiler alert, right? But the film's like over 40 years old now. I'm actually made up she gets away at the end. Like, I really do. It's actually, I'm not going to say it's a nice ending or a happy ending, but the way the film goes, it could have been a hell of a lot worse for her, do you know what I mean? And like I say, the last 15, 20 minutes, because it's so... I think it's the noise. You know, there's just so much noise and screaming and shouting, and it's relentless. And then, as Sally's getting away, and she's hysterical, you know, she's lost her mind pretty much. And you just see Leatherface, and it's an iconic movie scene. And he's just waving the chainsaw around, and it's loud, it's noise, it's bombastic, it's unsettling, it's unnerving. And then it just cuts to black, quiet, stops, like that. It's... In all the madness of this movie, it's beautifully done, if that makes any sense. I think Toby Hooper, like, just directed this movie so beautifully in a disturbing, sick, sadistic way. Like, yeah, trust me, I am giving very high praise to this movie. It's so hard for me though, because I appreciate it a lot. I really do. But it's a damn hard watch for me personally. And like I say, it's not something I would just throw on. But I completely understand why this is an absolute masterpiece to some people. And I think it is. I really do think it is. And it gave birth to an iconic horror character in Leatherface, which I will get, guys. I am going to get him, and he's going to be right there, because I think he's absolutely cool looking. I do. And like I say about a lot of these characters, you really don't want to see... You don't want to bump into these. Especially Leatherface. You just get a freaking hammer to the head. Do you know what I mean? Or a chainsaw to the gut. He's so disturbing looking. I think I've said disturbing about like 20 times in this review already, but it really is. I do have, you probably think I've said a lot of negative things about it, but I don't mean it in a negative way. But this one I do. I would say my one negative with this movie is the character of Franklin. Oh my God. I can't be the only person watching this film that really wanted him to die. I know it sounds horrible. I know it does. But he's so annoying. He was really, really annoying me. I remember him pissing me off when I originally watched it all them years ago. And he was doing the exact same to me now when I just watched it. Oh, yeah. He's just an annoying character. He really was. And I will admit, and I didn't expect this to happen, and it's probably because I'm a bad person, but do you know the bit at the beginning when the truck's going past really fast and Franklin's there just, you know, trying to have a pee in his can, and just with the speed of the truck going past and the wind, it just blows him down a hill and he falls off the wheelchair. I laughed so hard at that part. I know you're probably not supposed to laugh, and it probably says more about me. But I did. I laughed. I couldn't help myself. I just spat coffee out as I was watching. I was like, I didn't remember that, and I didn't expect that to happen. But yeah, guys, if you haven't seen the Texas Chainsaw Massacre before, I highly, highly, highly recommend you do. It's 100% should be on your top 10 horror classic list to watch. You have to watch it. You have to. Whether you like it it's a completely different discussion. but it's definitely 100% a movie in your lifetime you have to watch. You have to. I can't praise this movie high enough. So it obviously, guys, this film gets a 5 out of 5. Completely gets a 5 out of 5. It's, to me, it's not enjoyable. It's not. I don't enjoy the movie, but like I say, I think the perfect word is I respect it. I really do respect it, but I don't enjoy it. So now, guys, I'm literally about to watch the new one that's on Netflix. So I'm curious about the new one. I really am. My gut feeling is it's going to be nowhere near close to the quality as what the original is. But I just want, with this one, I just want a good time. I just want to be surprised, and I just want an hour and a half of horror entertainment and a little bit of fun after watching the original. So I'm just about to watch that now, guys. And as always, please take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you again very soon. Take care, guys. Bye now.